Do you have a fear of heights? Ever wondered why some people are afraid of standing near the edge of a tall building or climbing up a ladder? If so, you're certainly not alone. This fear, known as acrophobia, is a common one, but what causes it? Is it all psychological, or are there physiological factors at play too? These questions and more are what we'll be exploring in this video. If you're one of those people or simply curious, stick around as we explore the psychological and physiological reasons behind acrophobia. Fear of heights, or acrophobia, is an excessive or irrational fear response. It's not as simple as just being afraid of being up high. No, it's much more complex than that. For some, this fear could be rooted in a traumatic experience. Maybe a childhood memory of falling from a tree or a near-miss accident on a rooftop. Our brain tends to associate such experiences with danger and triggers a fear response whenever we're in a similar situation. Then there's conditioning. If you've seen someone else react fearfully to heights, your brain might have picked up on that and learned to react the same way. It's like a hand-me-down fear, if you will. And let's not forget, acrophobia can also be a symptom or side effect of other mental health conditions such as anxiety disorders or panic attacks. Moving on to the physiological aspect, our body's response to perceived danger also plays a major role. When we're up high, our body senses danger and triggers a survival response. Our heart rate increases, adrenaline rushes through our system, and we feel a strong urge to get back to safety. This response, while helpful in true dangerous situations, can become a hindrance when it's triggered by merely being at a height that's not actually threatening. So, it's not just about the height alone, but how our mind and body react to it. So we've learned that acrophobia isn't a simple fear. It's a complex interplay of psychological and physiological factors. It's not just about the vertigo-inducing view from a skyscraper or a mountain peak. It's about how our brain processes that view and how our body responds to it. Psychologically, acrophobia can be traced back to traumatic experiences related to heights or a learned response from observing others. You might have had a scary fall as a child, or you might have seen someone else panic at a great height. These experiences can create a deep-seated fear in your subconscious mind, which can trigger a fear response whenever you're at a significant height. Physiologically, acrophobia is tied to our survival instincts. Our brain's fear center, the amygdala, triggers a fight or flight response when it senses danger. In the case of heights, this can mean a racing heart, sweaty palms, and a strong desire to get back to safe ground. Understanding these factors is the first step to managing and overcoming acrophobia. It's important to remember that this fear isn't irrational. It's a natural response to a perceived threat. But through exposure therapy, cognitive behavioral therapy, and other treatment methods, it's possible to retrain your brain and body to react differently to heights. Remember, it's not the height that's scary, it's the fall. And it's not the fall that's truly scary, it's the sudden stop at the end. That's all for today's dive into the fear of heights. We hope it sheds some light on this fascinating topic. Perhaps you've even recognized some of these symptoms in yourself or someone you know. If you've had experiences with acrophobia, we're eager to hear your story. Join our community and keep the conversation going. Remember to hit that subscribe button and give us a thumbs up if you found this enlightening. Don't let your fear of falling keep you from flying. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring.